project centers the lived experience of all people who move on foot, on a wheelchair, and via transit in a time of increasing speed, social isolation, and practices that center cars over people. The Denver Bicycle Lobby, or DBL, is a grassroots group of volunteers as well, organizing for safe, connected, and equitable bicycle infrastructure. Today, we're honoring Salih Koç live. This is Salih. This is the photo his family wanted us to use. At the location, we're going to be installing a ghost bike in his honor at the location where he was tragically killed while riding his bike on Monday, July 21st. Salih was 21 years old. He was a student at ODTÜ, the Middle East Technical University in Ankara, one of Turkey's top universities. I will now begin reading from messages his family sent me in the past couple of weeks. Please allow yourselves to feel these words beyond thinking about them. Salih was a very successful young man. He was one of 2 children in his family. He has one brother, a high school student. Salih was in your country on a work and travel program to spend his summer vacation. He was there to support his family financially, improve his language skills, and get to know your country. We are saddened to see his life in this accident. He was a social and idealistic young man to those around him. We are grateful for your interest and sensitivity. Miss Alejandra, my son Salih is leaving the United States today at 9 p.m. His entry procedures to our country are now complete. You have been with us ever since the accident. Thank you. I have one last request. I urge you to follow the legal proceedings of the accident and to make sure that other party doesn't receive a simple sentence. I also hope that your silent protest on Saturday will make a splash. I also request that you provide videos and photos of the protest. I am so grateful for everything you have done so far. On behalf of my family, thank you so much. If you ever come to Turkey, be sure to call me. Be our guest. I extend my sincere gratitude to the officials and friends who followed the legal process and kept us informed immediately when receiving the body of my nephew, Salih Koç, who passed away after a traffic accident in the USA. They received the body from the forensic medicine office, meticulously followed the official process, contributed to its washing and shrouding, sent it back to our country, and most importantly, acted as a bridge between us and the state, striving to return our trust to us as soon as possible. May God always keep their presence constant. Salih's loved ones don't speak English. We communicated using translation tools. I want you to imagine your loved ones being far away and dying in this way. May our loved ones' presence be constant. Thank you. I will now let Nesha speak on behalf of the family.
Hi, my name is Nesha. I am a member of Turkish American Cultural Society over here. And as you guys heard, we are a small community over here. And we're a small community over here. So anyone who comes over here becomes a family. Many times we celebrate our holidays together, New Year's together, and Salih come over here only about a month ago, not having a family over here, and everything was new, as Alejandra said. And the school she mentioned, in Turkey, we worked so hard starting and you cannot imagine how extremely difficult to get into that school. He's only 21 years old. I have a 19-year-old and 23-year-old myself. I remember them studying endless nights that community, I can only imagine what Salih had to give up until his age 21 to be in that college. And coming over here, he had a lot of hopes, dreams, and wanted to learn English and give better life to the community. So he was taken tragically too soon from us. And there are no words that can describe our sadness and the goal that community coming together is making sure that we stop this before happening, instead of trying to show fingers at fault person. Let's see what we can do to stop this before it happens. And throughout our conversations, especially being in the insurance industry myself, I am seeing most tragedies like this more often than many of you guys do. And there's definitely something that needs to be done, and hopefully this is going to be a message to everyone. And Salih's loss will not just be another tragedy that we're going to forget and not do anything about it. And this is not going to be the end of this. And as a 21-year-old, he had a very big duty in this world, and hopefully that is to save a lot of other lives and give better community and safe rights in Denver and whole Colorado and maybe whole United States. With your permission, I would like to read the message that his mom and dad sent it to us. This message is just kind of telling who Salih is in their eyes. So please allow me to read it, and I am so sorry for taking too much of your time. But I thought it is very important to hear it. And I'm sure, you have moms, you are a mom, you are a dad, you're a kid, and you are someone to everyone. And Salih was a lot to so many people. So this message is from Salih's father Necmettin and his mom Rabia. Salih in our eyes. I will be reading this in Turkish first, and then we'll do my best to translate it to English. Salih bizim gözümüzde sadece bir evlat, bir kardeş, bir yeğen değildi. O bilgiye aşık, gidiniz ve alınız hadisesi etrafında şekillendirmişti. Onun için ilim sadece bir diploma, bir ünvan değil, insanlara faydalı olmanın, bu dünyada iz bırakmanın en güzel yoluydu. Ve tek bir derdi var. İnsanlık adına nasıl faydalı olabilirim? Ama o kocaman yüreğiyle tam hayallerinin peşinde yürürken, hayatının daha başındayken ne yazık ki onu elim bir kazada kaybettik. İçimizde tarifsiz bir acı var. Ama en büyük dileğimiz bu acı başka acıların önüne geçsin. Bu yaşananlar birilerinin gözünü açsın. Başka anneler, babalar, bu kardeşler bizim yaşadığımız acıları yaşamasın. Bugün burada biz bulunamasak da bizimle olan, yanımızda duran, bizimle ağlayan, kalbi bizimle atan herkese gönülden teşekkür ediyoruz. Tanımadığımız ama kalbimize dokunan farklı din, ırk, mensubu da olsak insanlık diliyle yanımızda olan herkese çok teşekkürler. İyi ki varsınız, varlığınız gücümüz oldu, yüreğimize su serpti. Salih'i biz hep onun gülüşüyle, temiz kalbiyle, ilme olan sevgisiyle ve insanlığa duyduğu büyük inançla hatırlayacağız. Ve onun ışığını yaşatmak, hayallerini tamamlamak bize düşen son görev. Ruhu şad, mekanı cennet olsun. So I'm going to be reading in English right now. And emotions I feel is it's not even close to English. So Salih in our eyes. Salih was not just a son, a brother, or a nephew. He was a young soul full of love for knowledge, passionate about learning, and a heart overflowing with love for humanity. He shaped his life around the Prophet Muhammad saying, "Seek knowledge even if it's in China." For him, knowledge was not just about a diploma or a title. It was the most beautiful way to be of service to others and to leave a mark on this world. And he had only one concern: how can I be helpful to humanity? There is an incredible thing in our hearts, but our greatest prevent others to live through the same pains. May what happened open someone's eyes, and may no other mother, father, or sibling experience the pain we are living through right now. But with that big heart of his, just as he was walking toward his dreams, at the very beginning of his life, sadly, we lost him in a tragic accident. Today, whether physically present or not, we deeply thank everyone who stands with us, who cries with us, who feels with us, and whose heart beats with ours. To those we have never met, yet who have touched our hearts through calling, emailing, messaging, to everyone who has stood by us, regardless of language, religion, or race, speaking the universal language of humanity. We are grateful for your support. Your presence gives us strength, and your support continues to soothe our hearts. We will always remember Salih by his smile, his pure heart, and his love for knowledge, and his deep faith in humanity. And now it's our duty to keep his light alive, to carry on his dreams. May his soul rest in peace, and may his final destination be paradise. You know, there's a lot to say, but just looking at this picture, you can see that there are a lot of dreams, there are a lot of goals was not finished, and hopefully with your support over here, we're going to see the rest of this. So just thank you so much for giving us this
Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Metin. I'm here on behalf of Turkish American Cultural Society of Colorado and on behalf of all the Turkish people who are devastated by this heartbreaking accident. Based on the information I was able to get, Salih Koç was a student of aerospace engineering at Middle East Technical University, which is one of Turkey's most respected and prestigious universities. Salih carried big dreams, not just for himself, but for his family and for his country. And I wish we could meet him. In order to show our respect and to make sure that my words are heard and understood, I would like to continue to my speech in Turkish. Merhaba, ben Nilüfer Metin. Burada hem Türk-Amerikan Derneği TAXCO ve hem de kalplerinde bu acı haberi derin bir üzüntüyle hisseden tüm Türkler için bulunmaktayım. Geleceği bu denli parlak, hayalleri sadece kendisi için değil, ailesi ve ülkesi için de büyük olan Salih Koç'u kalplerimizi dağlayan böylesi bir kaza ile kaybetmenin verdiği derin bir üzüntü içindeyiz. Salih'i daha farklı bir şekilde tanımayı, onunla sohbet edebilmeyi, onun burada Amerika'da Türkiye'yi en iyi şekilde temsil ettiğini görebilmeyi çok isterdim. Haberi ilk duyduğumuz an itibariyle biz Colorado'daki tüm Türkler olarak bu acıyı kalplerimizde sizinle birlikte yaşadık. Kelimelerin her anlamda yetersiz kaldığı bir an. Öncelikle Salih kardeşimize Allah'tan rahmet dilerim. Allah mekanını cennet etsin, eminim de öyledir. Ve Salih'in tüm sevenlerine, tüm sevdiklerine, ailesine ve özellikle de anne, baba ve kardeşine Allah'tan sabır dilerim. I'm really sad, sorry, I'm like shaking. Last but not the least, as it's shown on the sign behind me, roads should be accessible and safe for everyone. We want to thank to Denver Bicycle Lobby DBL and everyone who helped organizing this vigil. Thank you for making space for this moment. Thank you for making space for this community and for this young man Salih's life to be honored in dignity. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming today. I'm Ben Sperker, and I help organize and lead actions in support of safe, connected, and equitable bike infrastructure in our city with the Denver Bicycle Lobby. Now that there's no traffic, I'll pause to put a mic on. In 2017, Denver officials committed to Vision Zero and the Safe System approach. The Safe System approach is a holistic and proactive strategy for road safety, aiming to eliminate fatal and serious injuries for everyone who uses our roads. It acknowledges that humans make mistakes and are vulnerable, so it focuses on designing a system that accommodates these realities rather than solely relying on individuals to avoid errors. This year alone, 39 human beings have been killed on Denver streets, including Salih, only at 21 years old. Over 5 years ago, this very intersection where we find ourselves today had been slated to get a protected bicycle lane along Tejon with enhanced intersection markings and a dedicated bike signal. Our elected official in District 1 intervened on behalf of a small group of opposing voices, forcing the Department of Transportation and Infrastructure to delay those safety improvements indefinitely. The improvements would have made this intersection safer for everyone, including people who drive through here. Now a promising young student is dead. Today we will be installing and dedicating a ghost bike in Salih's memory. Ghost bikes are much more than just a stark white painted bicycle chained to poles or signs at the scene of fatal cycling crashes. They're powerful symbols, reminders of loved ones that have been killed in preventable tragedies. And they also carry an urgent call for change. The university where Salih was studying in Turkey has a motto, "We can change the world." By being here today, we are changing the world. By showing Salih's family that we share their pain, we are changing the world. And today, when you go home, I encourage you to reach out to your elected and other city officials in support of safe streets. By proactively supporting road interventions that save lives, we will be changing the world. Thank you. Now I'm going to install the ghost bike. If you brought flowers for the ghost bike, we have some zip ties to adhere things to the bicycle.
I think the front coming this way.
Be putting the Turkish flags in memory of Salih around the ghost bike. Could you please help us one by one? That would be great.
you want to say goodbye?